This match is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the WWE Royal Rumble 2023 match. What up there, guys? It's Jugget82, and I'm getting to the meats and grits of all this good stuff, and I'm going to just let you guys know about the WWE Royal Rumble 2023. First of all, the Royal Rumble itself kicked off. And I'm saying kick off because I didn't watch the really pre-show like that. But the kickoff was the actual Royal Rumble match. And we actually saw a pretty decent Royal Rumble match. You had 30 wrestlers participating in one of the Royal Rumbles, of course. And it's weird because like, I literally think they used to have the Royal Rumble be the spectacle. But necessarily, my bad, necessarily was not always the case for some Royal Rumbles. Literally, the Royal Rumble would start at the beginning of the show. Now, that being said, we have the Royal Rumble match itself, which actually had a couple good surprises. I love seeing Booker T come back. Can you dig it, sucker? Booker T came back and did his thing, and I loved it. It was actually pretty epic. Booker, man, bro. Booker is still jacked. He's still able to go. He's still able to do his shit. I am subscribed to his channel, so I ain't trying to be too biased, but I am subscribed to Realities of Wrestling. But Booker was doing his shit. It was cool seeing Edge make his return. Edge, of course, had been out since October. So Edge came back. It was cool to see that. I definitely think, of course, this is the one thing, I'm going to go on a little rant, if you will. I have to say that when you see stuff like with people constantly going into spoiler shit, it kills the feel of a wrestling fan, in my opinion. Back in the days of WCW, WWE, WWF at the time, WWF at the time, I'm kind of repeat myself, ECW and all this stuff, you had the idea of disbelief of a wrestler going to another promotion or a wrestler returning. That being said, I still was excited to see this wrestler return, but at the same time, it was already seen that it would happen. And I'm subscribed to a bunch of wrestling channels, so they kind of already was pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Just pushing it. Just pushing it. Just letting people know, hey, this wrestler finna return. So that being said, seeing Cody Rhodes return was this and that, but I was also still awesome. It was awesome to see him return. Of course, spoilers. He won the Royal Rumble, and I think this is going to be awesome, epic as hell. And this is going to be spoilers, of course, for the rest of the pay-per-view if I kind of gave you a little wink to show you what I'm saying. Now, we had the Men's Royal Rumble. Awesome. It was good. We had Kevin Owens with Roman Reigns, but we're going to get to that later. That being said, we had the Fiend, or no, not the Fiend. It was Bray Wyatt. Of course, the Fiend character is gone. It's not there anymore. So Bray Wyatt as himself fought L.A. Knight. Now, here's the thing about me and L.A. Knight. I've known L.A. Knight since the Impact days. As Eli Drake, I sit there and say that talented ass guy. He can cut promos just like The Rock. He can do shit where you get your ass out your seat and you listen to what he got to say. This match, I am not going to say I watched all of it, but I saw some of it. And that being said, I give him a quote-unquote thumbs up for effort. I think it's more that can be had from this. Hopefully they don't just throw him to the side like they do sometimes when wrestlers do their, of course, returns. I do respect the fact that The Undertaker gave Bray Wyatt the nod and so forth. But I hope that LA Knight still has some legitimacy to keep going. That being said, we also had Alexa Bliss taking on Bianca Belair. And Bianca Belair is another wrestler that I think is fucking athletic as fuck. Alexa Bliss is another great talent. Um, but I feel like they definitely are going to push this for her to get back with Bray Wyatt in some sort or way, because they have already been building this up for weeks and weeks in. But I don't know where that's going to go. But yeah, that's a situation in between. Of course, Bianca returned the belt in that match. Now we go to the women's Royal Rumble. And I actually think the women's Royal Rumble was actually a little bit better than the men's Royal Rumble as it relates to the overall field, build, and everything. Watched all of that Royal Rumble. I think it was actually executed very well. Didn't have really many surprises, but when Michelle McCool came back, that was pretty cool. Michelle McCool is Undertaker's wife, but Michelle McCool, of course, is a wrestler. She came back. She was in the audience with her children, with her and the Undertaker's daughters, and she took off her stuff and got in the ring to wrestle. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, all in all, it was pretty decent. Number 30 in the women's Royal Rumble was Nia Jax. That was a shocker. Even though it was other shockers. I mean, you had Natalya make a return, but Nia Jax was a big shocker because the way things happened with Nia Jax, I thought that she would never even be in a WWE ring again because of all the stuff that happened prior in. But it was cool to see her back. She did get a good chant for her name and all that stuff. All the women jumped on her ass, beat the fuck out of her, and got her out the ring. And I heard some na 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 chants. So yeah, that is what it is. Overall, I liked when Asuka came back, and she came back in her evil Asuka shit. She had her face fully painted, and I was actually rooting for Asuka to win the Royal Rumble. I think she could have did it. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad because I think that Rhea Ripley, spoiler, she won, and I think that is actually pretty cool. Rhea Ripley is a fucking monster. I think she's this generation's version of China. China Rest her soul. She was a fucking monster when she was in the WWF, and I think that Rhea Ripley is a fitting spot to that. I know that with Dominic, he's kind of like an Eddie Guerrero feel to him, like a little bit. She's like that China character to him, and I'm really glad that she won. And I think that, to be honest with you, if she ends up fighting Charlotte Flair, Charlotte's gonna get booed the fuck out the arena. Charlotte's a good wrestler, but I feel she's gonna get booed the fuck out the arena. Just being honest and being realistic about how that happened. But yeah. Respect to Miss Ripley. She did her thing. Now we get to the main event of the event. Main event of the event. I came up with that myself. But we're talking about Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. First, I will say this right here. Kevin Owens, he's my guy. I love Kevin Owens. He's a fucking monster in that ring. Roman Reigns, I respect Roman Reigns. I like Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief. Who don't like the Tribal Chief? I've been down with Roman Reigns for a minute, ever since he was Shield and everything, man. So this match right here was fucking. It had a story to tell, and it told it. It told it fucking 100%. First of all, when it came to the match itself, it had a lot of build to it. It had a lot of epic feel to it. You definitely were invested. You definitely wanted to see what you're going to see. And it definitely brought what you needed it to bring. Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens, they fought before, but at the end of the day, this match was so good. Sami Zayn, the shit that happened after the match in general was separate. I mean, Roman Reigns won the match, but the shit that happened after the match was wow. Bruh. They was finna fuck Kevin Owens' ass up. Roman Reigns was going to get ready to fuck him up. He gave Sammy the chair. Sammy fucking did the right thing. He hit Roman Reigns with that fucking chair. Spoilers. And they beat the shit out of fucking Sami Zayn. But one person didn't fuck with him, and that was Jay. Jay Uso. People like Jay. When Jay was one of the main people that said he was a this and that. Jay didn't fuck with him. Jay was like, nah, bro, come on, man. Some shit finna go down. And that's the good thing about this pay-per-view. It builds suspense, and it makes you want to see what's gonna happen. And I don't know what's gonna happen, but what happened at that pay-per-view, in my book. But yeah, man, Royal Rumble 2023. It was good. But yeah, this is Jughead 82 signing off. You guys have a good one.